I was an outdoor educator. I ran a program called the Survival Wilderness Adventure Training. I taught at-risk youth survival skills. It was a 10-week program. The final 3 days, 2 nights was a camp out where they culminated all the skills that I taught them beforehand. And I had a little kid, had done time in juvie and had his tattoos, and pretty tough kid. It was nighttime. He came up to me and he was crying and he said, "Hey, I gotta talk to you, mister." So I thought he hit somebody or I thought something bad had happened. So he came up to me and gave me a hug and said, "Hey," he said, "thanks for bringing me out here, because I've never seen so many stars in the sky. I can't believe there's so many stars." He said, I've never seen this. This is beautiful." He said, I never look up. He said, "I'm always worried about looking over my shoulder or back and around." And I'll never forget that, because I realized that it does matter what we do. It does matter that I'm still here.
He always tells me, the first day you miss in the gym, you know. The second day you miss in the gym, your opponent knows. The third day you miss in the gym, the whole world knows.
Inside our head is a ring. We're always fighting. We're always fighting with ourselves, whether we admit it or not. And they can be scared before that fight, and if they can overcome that, they can do anything. I wanted to be champions in and out of the ring. I'm trying to get in his head and say, "Listen, you already won. I want you to vision yourself winning. I want to see you positive right now. We worked too hard for this." You got the conditioning, man.
Yeah. Oh, we're there.
You got it. You're all there, man. Easy work.
Fight work.
Then I start rapping, "How's that feel?" See if we can do that, man. I want that right hand. I want that hook going. I want that 8. I want that 3. Giving them this little feedback. Then I start warming them up. Then I get them breathing. And I get them relaxed like Zen. "Oh, you gotta knock this guy out." You know, "Coach, you think I'm gonna win?" "Yeah, we got this." You know, so more confidence, more confidence, more confidence. You have to fight all those human conditions. And the more you prepare yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, heart, the more that you're gonna accomplish that in that ring, in that moment. Body, Levi! And then all the challenges that you're gonna face in life.
There you go, there you go. There you go, baby. Woo! Go hard, you gotta go forward.
Good to see you, bro. Everything good? You looking strong as can be.
Yeah,
You ready? Shoot him, McGavin. What's up, baby boy?
What's up, Coach? How you doing?
Good, man. What's new?
Good, that's good.
You ready?
I'm ready, Coach.
Cisco's supposed to be here, but look at him running late. He ain't gonna be in the Marines if he's gonna be running late like that. They're gonna dog him.
He calls me, he says, "I'm at gym, you coming?"
Yeah, he pushes us every day.
I expect Coach to kick our ass. That's honestly what I expect, and most of the time he doesn't.
There he is. There he is. What's up, man? You ready? How you been, man? Let's go, guys. There you go. This we gotta get some heart. Let's go. 100%. Where you at? Where you at? Sprint. Don't get run over. That's the hustle right there. That's the hustle. Keep it up. Let's go, Big Angel. Welcome back. All right, take it in. Nice job. I find a lot of kids that come out and really don't want to box. And that's okay. I let them train and they don't have to get in there and fight. Like this. Okay, remember I said like you're holding a sword? He might be good at something else. He might have some amazing talents as a singer or as a baseball player or, you know, what, some other thing. Your son, how old is he?
3.
Man, they're good when they're little like that, man. Body shot, tip, tip. I think that's important as a coach, is to understand the person first. Let's go, work, work, work. Because then you can bring out their talents.
It will start with a, and then once I start to go more, I'll start to get tired sometimes. Or when I start to go, like when I do hard punch, I'll go, like I'll make it sound like, because I feel like I'm getting more behind it. I love doing mitts with Coach. Just the connection, it feels good. When you land a punch, when it hits, like that pop, pow, pow, pow. Oh, I love it.
Time! Every time he punches, he breathes. Set. What is it? Boom. What is it? Let's get another tire.
He's just like that. He likes to work hard. Did you see him? He was working out with us too.
Who gonna do it, Gavin? Who can be a champion, Gavin?
The most difficult is, it might be the abs at the end.
That's the worst part.
Here's brothers keepers.
He fought in the days where it's a little bit harder, it's a little bit more rough.
When I roll, I want to roll right here. Right here.
To fight on the same card as someone like Julio Cesar Chavez, who's considered like the Mexican greatest of all time. To be able to get there at that level in his time, in his prime, and fight on that card, it's a legend to me.
I gained the name of the Little Killer. So when I was boxing, that was my boxing name. I got my start when I was probably about 7 years old. Amateur until I was 17 and won the Golden Gloves. And I ended up 6-6 in professional boxing. I won a lot of my early fights by knockout. I was a pretty tough kid, so I got a lot of street fights, which ended up getting in trouble and made a lot of mistakes that if I would have had somebody, telling me otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten a lot of those problems. I had to join the Marines. Got some strict discipline, and I love the Marines. And once I started learning how to be a leader, my mindset just changed.
I'm joining the Marines like him. This December, I leave to basic training. So after the Marines, I want to come back. I'm gonna be his first world champion.
I go to school, I do work, I do all that stuff. Here is where it's like I really have my communication, you know what I mean?
The boxing is not only we boxing and that's it. That's family. That's families get together and they come and they bring the kid and the kid gets in there and works and spars and mom and dad see it, and that's what I grew up with.
It's almost like a home away from home. Coach Chris, he's like an uncle, He's like that uncle that you have, and he's always there for you. He's there for you in every way you could possibly imagine, more so than a coach would be.
Come on, you gotta win. No.
He's like a family member. He really is. I consider him family.
Thought you were gonna beat me up there, Gavin.
Honestly, I thought I was going to myself.
Hey, do you have Cisco's number? Text him, tell him Coach said make sure he's there at 3 o'clock.
Coach is like a father figure.
Every time you beat me, you get one of these, man.
He calls me and he makes sure that I'm on my homework, makes sure I'm like getting my run in, stuff like that. I love playing chess with him, even though I've only won like once or twice.
The more you play chess, the more you realize that, especially if you're playing with somebody that can whoop you, you learn how to deal with your mistakes. Long live the king.
It's all right, Coach.
Check you out.
Why? Oh my goodness. Coach be always telling me to hurry up. Like it takes me like 2-3 minutes. he's a quick thinker.
Castle.
I have nothing to say but that Coach is a good man, honestly.
Oh, that was a good move, Kevin.
He's not angry around us, you know what I mean? He doesn't bring none of that towards us, you know?
Another one for me. Come on, man, too fast for you.
Always good vibes. That's all I ever get from Coach, you know?
See how to slow it down. Hold on. Let me rewind it to slow.
No, I saw it.
So look at it close.
No, I did. It's there. It's there.
No, you gotta look at it.
Coach.
See, it's right there. Look.
I would have been.
What I was telling Levi is that, I don't care. You might win some, you might lose some, but have a big heart. And if you got a big heart, you've already won. So you'll never lose another fight in your life.
The third and final round. Levi, 6'7". deep right here. Keep good. 2 minutes, Levi. Everything you got. 2 minutes. Body. Yeah, good job, Levi. Good job, Levi. You got it.
Levi fought, and so automatically I went to my phone and I was gonna, text Randy and tell her about that. Tell her about the win, but I can't, so. My daughter, Randy Alyssa Valdez, she died last May 12th. And then I had another daughter, Christiane Valdez. She died when she was 17 in a car accident. So I lost both of my daughters. Sky fell, man. If sky fell, I don't know. It's been like that ever since. Your children, you don't expect that. I'm constantly looking at the stars and remembering.
Even though I know he's hurting and he's not all there, but he still comes in, he still holds it together, he keeps his composure, and he still preaches the same. No matter how bad things get, he still tries to find the light in himself and shed it on me.
Beautiful. Did it, man. Nice work.
Me and Coach Chris have been through some things. We've lost people who meant the world to us. I lost one of my best friends in the last 6 months due to some of the gang violence in this city. And I brought him in here and he was training with me side by side, and we worked very hard. Those types of things, they change your outlook. They make you want to reach out to people that need it.
Good shot.
Because my friend needed it.
Good pace.
And it hurts me that I couldn't touch him enough, couldn't pull him out of it. But I know that the moments that we shared in here, they're precious to me. And I tried, exactly. It broke my heart. Broke my heart. He's a good friend of mine. Just wanted to get him out of it. He lived every day without fear. I can say that much about him, and that's why I live my life the way I do. Every single day I come in here, I work my butt off.
It's not over.
Well, first I think every kid's at risk.
Corazón grande.
We get kids from all walks of life. We get kids that are in gangs, we get kids that are not in gangs, we got kids that are doing well, and we got a mixture of all kinds of kids. That's the beauty about boxing. But the one common thread with the kids I get, they're tough. And if they're not tough, they think they're tough.
If they don't have this place, they'll stick around their friends, and if their friends aren't in the best places, they'll fall into some of the same bad habits. And he'll reach 10 kids. If he reaches 10 kids down the road, you got 100.
Mama says stupid is what stupid does.
One that sticks around, that makes it all worth it.
Careful, Gavin. Come on, Gavin, you messed up the whole routine.
I don't want them to have any limitations in their lives. I want them to know that they can do that because they can get in there and fight.
Water it up, here we go.
I'm looking for the bigger challenges. College, getting a job, maybe if you got a family, how you gonna react to hard situations in your life.
Okay, that's how you're gonna get good. Hands up, man. Hands up, elbows and chin down.
And then they see if they can do that hard workout in the gym, then they realize that they can become something in life. Yeah, there was times I just feel like quitting. Just feel sorry for myself, and then I realized that that's no answer to anything, I can't understand why my daughters were taken before me, but there's a reason I'm here. And all this stuff, I'm telling my kids, oh, you gotta tough this out, or you gotta do this. And I hear myself saying that to me. I hear myself saying, pick yourself up, and you're better than this. Go do something, and be a better man, and work harder, and all the things I'm telling them. So I can't give up, and I gotta make myself better and keep doing what I'm doing. Go ahead. Yeah, good to see you, man. Every day. One more day. One more round.
1, 2.
I didn't hear the bell. wait till I hear that